Welcome to TFTV, and this is our studio tours with studio owner Karl from Soundcard with a K.
With a K, that's right.
Thanks for inviting us into this beautiful setup. Tell us about a little bit about your journey. You're not just an audio engineer.
I started as a musician.
Right.
So if you can tell, I'm from the Philippines. So originally from the
Me
Philippines.
too.
Oh.
But you knew that.
Yeah, I knew it. So I came here in 2007.
Right.
Not for music, because I'm also a nurse. So I came here for that job. But back in the Philippines, I used to be a musician in church. So I've always been playing. I started as a drummer, and then came to New Zealand. Started from New Plymouth. And then
You landed in New Plymouth.
Yeah, started in New Plymouth.
Right.
And when I was in New Plymouth, everyone was a drummer. So I have to move to being a guitarist. And then moved to Auckland and joined bands and stuff like that. And then eventually found my passion in audio. So here I am.
That's cool. And actually, when I first met you, a little backstory about me and Karl. We turned out to be quite good friends now. Our mutual love of the tools of the trade, the audio equipment behind music. I just wanted to explain a little bit how we met on an online auction site.
That's right.
You were selling something. It was the Focusrite ISA. 220.
Yeah. It's one of those channel strip ones.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, man, thanks for the good deal. But you were saying that it was the fastest trade that you'd ever done.
Yeah. So it sold one evening, and then you came to collect it a couple of hours after.
Yeah, it was an hour.
It was an hour.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
You were in the same proximity area-wise, and we just started talking about music and gear, and found out that we're both Filipino. So. Yeah, that's awesome. So great bond. But tell us about Soundcard Studios.
Yeah. So I started. Backstory. I was preparing to study music.
Right.
So I've already done a prep. So I was thinking of studying bachelor's in music, major in jazz, but eventually I realized I can't let go of 3 years not earning anything. But I can sacrifice 1 year. So I've been asking everyone, should I do a 1 year degree or diploma course or whatever? And then one of the guys that used to be our engineer in my band said that, why don't you try audio? And I said, what is that?
What is that?
I knew nothing about audio. And then I took his advice. He worked in SAE Institute then. And so,
which is a music school in New Zealand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Enrolled there.
Yeah.
1 year later, graduated. Got the top marks for that year. And
I saw that certificate.
Yeah. So
best ears in the class or something. That's good.
I got 2 awards, and so I got the top audio engineer student award for that year.
Awesome.
And I got the best recording of the year.
Awesome.
And so they gave me this beautiful microphone, a blue microphone, but it's no longer with me at the moment.
Right. Is that the bottleneck?
Yes.
Blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And so Soundcard actually started mid my course because I wanted to start before I can claim I'm an audio engineer, so I have experience. And so I've already sort of charged people midway of my course and just slowly progressed. And so here I am.
Here you are.
Yeah.
In this beautiful studio. So we're going to go check out the tools of the trade.
Yeah. From
Karl. And we should probably start off with this console. So tell us about this.
Oh, okay. So this is a Toft ATB 24, which was already here when I took over the studio. Only 16 channels actually work on this one.
Right.
So which is good because I only have 16 inputs in the live room, so it all sort of coincides with this number that's over here. So when I first took over, there was nothing in the studio, everything was on the floor. Nobody
Mhm.
knew how to set it up, and so I've set it up, tested everything, and then the preamps on this one are pretty good. I had better ones,
Right.
but I love the EQs on this console, so I could get to the sound I wanted really quickly.
Mm. So I noticed the blue marks here are the ones that are not working.
Yeah.
Because it's what, usually 24 channel?
Yeah, 24
Yeah.
channel. So
And 16.
So I've turned it into a 16 channel console.
Nice. It's basically that will cover most
Oh yeah,
genres of music.
that's right.
So so if you were to go for the channel strip,
Yep.
tell us
So
about that.
so we start with the gain.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that I usually add a bit of gain. It has to be more than half of the pot.
Yeah.
For it to sound good.
Sort of
for-
driving the preamp a little
For
bit.
some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's more cleanish
Mm.
sort of preamp. And that's why I have other preamps for colors.
For colours, yeah.
For colors, and but I use this one for the like say toms or percussions and that sort of thing. Important ones like vocals, the snare, I use my other ones. But I do EQ on the way in recording. I'm not scared of EQing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Committing straight from the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've done so many mistakes doing that in the past, but
Mhm.
now I'm comfortable.
Got the ear for it. You know, sort of what works with what.
Yeah.
So as you EQ in, so obviously, does it have the full just 3-band or has it got other?
3-band, but it's not. It's only semi-parametric.
Right.
Which means you can't adjust the Q, so it's a constant Q. So it's got gain and frequency choices only. So
Mm.
a few choice. I love this one because there's a few choices with regards to high pass filter. So you can choose between. Well, actually, it's 80, but you can choose the low shelf. I'm not sure if people understand the technicalities of EQ, but
I'm sure anyone watching this
yeah,
would.
yeah. Yeah.
This is the audience behind
Yeah.
this.
So the thing I love about the EQ
Yeah.
is because the shelves are you can choose between, like the low shelf is between either 60 or 120. So I'd use 60 for if it's kick drums.
Yeah.
120 if it's say beefing up a guitar or something like that. The high shelf you can choose between 8K to 12K. So 8K just general brightening, I think, and then 12K is just air.
Yeah.
Vocals.
that's great.
Love it. Love it.
Do you compare the EQs to anything else that you've heard of, or
Not
because you say it's a very clean
yeah.
console?
The preamps
Yeah.
compared to the one I have here and the one I sold you.
Yeah.
The Focusrite.
Right.
Yeah. So they tend to have a little bit of harmonic, which is good. I'm not sure what kind of harmonics, but they're pretty sweet. The word I can describe with Focusrite is sweet.
Mm.
The brightness is sweet. It's not overly bright, but it's just enough.
Mm.
And then I've got the fat ones, which are the Universal Audio preamps.
Right.
They're the fat ones. So
Yeah, I've got some of those ones there. I find they're more of the character
that's right. Yeah,
stuff. Warm, very
Yeah.
warm.
Really
it
good.
works really well in some instruments and genres, but
that's right.
and even some vocalists. But then other vocalists, it's just I don't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
that's why you have to if artists have budget and the time.
Yeah.
Audition different
Shoot
mics,
out.
different preamps before they actually do takes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not a lot of people have the budget, so you have to sort of trust your instincts and actually trust your experience.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I guess that's up to the engineer to sort of pick what colors they go for, and
Yeah, and to me, I'm not fussed because to me it's all in the engineer. These are just tools we use.
Exactly.
And at home, I use different plugins as well, and so the color changes a bit.
Mm.
So I do have sort of the UAD plugins, which
Yeah, what do you think about those? I haven't actually.
amazing.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it close to?
They're
I mean,
they're expensive, but it's an amazing investment.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you got the UAD, which
So at home where I mix and edit, I have the UAD Apollo, the new one, the black
nice.
new series, and they come with DSP, so you can run the UAD plugins, which are industry standard. They're amazing. I've never compared them to the real thing, the emulations, but they're pretty good. They sound good to me, and that's the main thing.
Well, I'm a big fan of like the Waves plugins, for example.
Yep.
Someone did say like Waves is sort of like maybe, I mean, they're great for me because I'm PC based, like maybe 70% hardware, but UAD is very close, like maybe 90%. It's not always.
They're different.
Do you find? Okay,
they're different. So for example, they have their own. Waves have their own Neve 1073 model,
right? And
the UAD has modeled a different thing as well. Completely different beasts. But I use them both for different stuff.
Yeah.
So what I normally do is sometimes when I have time, all my recordings I would bounce them with my UAD Neve 1073 if it calls for it, and that sort of emulates me recording through a Neve.
Nice.
Yeah. So
when you do record, actually, like in this with this, so what DAW do you?
I use Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
Yeah. So this the studio runs Pro Tools 11 at the moment. So and at home I run Pro Tools 12.
Okay.
So which is
awesome.
Pretty good. They do have new features, and I'm quite pleased with it. That's where I know there's a lot of DAWs around, and I actually started with Logic, but I'm so much faster with Pro Tools. It's just become part of me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Cubase guy, but that's just sort of how I learned. I mean, like I learned all of them, but
I've used Cubase once.
Yeah.
And I hated it. But it's just each man
with different tools.
Yeah, that's right. So whatever makes you go faster and do your job properly.
That's it, really. Yeah. No, it's awesome. Hey, so these have a lot of auxiliaries.
Yeah.
6. Do you use them or?
I use 5 and 6 for headphones.
Headphones, right?
Yeah. So
to the live room.
Yep. So it's connected to Hear Technology. Hearing headphone system, and that's what we use in the live room. I use all sorts of headphones because of budget.
Right.
So I'm I'm just upgrading it little by little. So at the moment, I love using the Extreme Isolation headphones.
Cool.
Have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't.
No, they're pretty good. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah. What brand?
That's the brand.
Okay.
Extreme Isolation. And
right,
so
I'll have to look it up.
I've actually seen videos on YouTube where like famous people use it, like Dave Grohl. I've seen Dave Grohl use it. There's a couple more other people, but they're pretty cheap, but they're really good. It's meant for drummers because it's an isolating headphones, but it's really good when you with your drummer. The click doesn't bleed to your head overhead mics and that sort of thing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with that one. Cool. So, we can talk about this console all day. We do have other things to go through, but just quickly, is there anything else that makes this pretty stand out? Features that you use?
Yeah, it's mainly the EQ. I really love the EQ on this one. They do. It's analog console, so they do have that analog sound. It's not your Neve.
Right. I was going to ask how it actually connects to your computer. So you're using it as a...
So this has a direct out.
Right.
So it's connected to my interface in the studio. I'm using Apogees here in the studio. We have the Ensemble and the Rosetta 800. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I just have to keep looking because I don't remember the tools over here, but I just use them. I connect them over there through direct outs, and then they come back. So through line ins. The beauty of this console is, so it's an inline console. So once you're recording, I actually monitor through this lines over here. So this is the monitoring section. So if I needed to, what I've noticed is if you need more color, the console color, you add gain.
Right.
And you adjust the levels over here, and that adjusts the levels on your recording.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just want level, you can just push it up, and I find it cleaner
Right.
going in rather than turning the gain of the console.
Wow. It's
Mm.
beautiful. Tell us about the speakers, the
Oh,
JBL.
A big shout out to Tim Robertson. I think that's it. Sorry, man, if I butchered your name. From Jans. So,
Right.
So I've had my first proper set of monitors are my JBL LSR 305, which is the 5-inch version of this one,
Mm.
and I really love it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they tell me I suck at mixing right away. so that I told him that, he laughed. So I bought the 8-inch version,
Mm-hmm.
and they're amazing. They tell you, they're really honest. They have a good stereo spread.
Yeah.
The studio used to have a Genelec pair of speakers, but I'm not sure what happened to them because I haven't been here for 2 years. When I came back, it's gone.
Mm.
So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh well. I mean, do you know the model number of that?
LSR 308.
Cool.
Mm.
We'll go through the rack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See
We
what the
can.
stuff.
Any artists or anything that have been here or things like that?
Good point. My director has. Thank you very much, Francis.
I'll
Yeah.
have to look.
Let us know what stuff you're
Recently,
working on. Yeah.
I've just finished recording a Auckland band, or rock band called Violet Highway.
Right.
So they've done their EP here.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I've just almost finished. So I'm mixing that EP now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start recording another EP in 1 week's time for a Auckland metal band called Nil. And I'm actually almost done with a full-length album by this amazing artist. His name is Dominic Blazer, and he's doing a full-length album. I'm almost done with the recording. You've probably seen some Instagram stuff with me recording some string quartets and amazing musicians, and so that's almost done. I'm probably gonna start mixing that one by November, December.
Cool.
So pretty busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
That's great. No, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, follow Soundcard on Instagram.
Yep.
And we'll make sure to place links below. But yeah, let's go on to the other tools of the trade, which
Awesome.
is the rack.
The
units.
racks. I don't have much, but this is all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
This is. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. Right. So here we are in the rack unit.
Mm.
Tell us about your stuff.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start from this side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the most recent addition. Is secondhand Focusrite ISA 428. I use this a lot, especially for drums, and I use them for guitars as well. I love them on guitars. There's just something about the quality of the preamps that I really like.
Mm.
And I used to own one and I sold it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really love them.
I've got the 2-channel versions, so
Oh,
yeah, I like the quality of these. But yeah, so 4-channel.
So there's a key to using this one sometimes. So if you just want something cleaner, I would normally just turn it down and just adjust this way. But if you want the analog goodness, you just
Crank
turn it
it.
up. Maybe do this. Just make sure that the thing with preamps is sometimes you look at your DAW and it's just in the right level, right? So, but you're clipping over here and you'll get this nasty. So you have to make sure that you actually say just touching the reds or yellows a little bit, and then adjust the volume coming in using this my console. So yeah.
Do you find by gain chaining that way you're getting that sort of, because when you're clipping analog, it's fine.
It's fine.
Sounds great.
If that's what you want.
I like clipping all.
Oh, I like them too, especially in guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
Vocals though,
No.
I try to get a clean signal for vocals, even though there's the intention of maybe distorting them later on in the mix.
Yeah.
because I'm pretty careful with vocals because that's the main thing of a song, right?
Right.
So you can play with it, you can make it clean and then dirty again on the mix. But if you have a dirty mix, you can't clean it up. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but guitars, go for it, crank it up.
Now my version has the high pass filter.
This has too.
That one. I like. I love that because yeah, it's just very good workflow.
Yeah. Depends on what I'm recording. Quite recently, actually, I have been trying to minimize my high pass filter usage.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing a lot of rock. Sometimes you want to, if you think about how does this song sound big, and it's because one of my idols, Joe Barresi, he doesn't do a lot of high pass filters because a lot of the low end comes from the guitars. And some people just routinely high pass the guitars.
Right.
You don't have to. There's no rules.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. So if you want something heavy, leave it. And if you have to high pass it for the kick and the bass to come out, then do it. But recording coming in, you'll get all those low end from the guitars. You
can always do that in the DAW later anyway.
Yeah.
DVX.
This is not the most expensive compressor, but I do use compression coming in into the recording. So this is the 266 XS. So it's a compressor gate. I've never used the gate on recording. I probably will never use the gate because I want that natural. If you have a good live room, you want the room.
The room.
Yeah. So I don't use them. I tend to use the over easy on this compressor.
Yeah.
Because it tends to sort of emulate the old school DBX compressors, the 160s. They're sort of legendary compressors from back in the day.
Yeah.
They still use it now, obviously on the big studios. And yeah, I use them for. I actually chain. We'll talk about them later on in a minute when I record vocals. So, because the preamp I'm recording with vocals has a compressor already, but I compress them a little over there and then a little bit over here as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I use them for bass, compress bass a little bit as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Double compression. So that's the 266 XS.
Yes.
DBX.
I
call this the Daft Punk compressor.
Yeah. I've used this back in the day when I was still studying audio in SAE, and I fell in love with it. These are really nice. So I use them for vocals, for guitars, if they're clean guitars. So I compress them coming in. Yeah, they're pretty good, very versatile. I like how you can sort of manipulate the attack and the release on this one.
Have you tried it on drum loops?
No, not yet. But I've tried it on. I use them on room mics for drums.
Right. If you ever get any electronic artists, I've heard a lot of them use.
Oh yeah.
This
one. Yeah.
It's just for drum machines and things like that.
They're not that expensive too.
No.
They're amazing.
Alesis 3630 and what about this stuff?
Okay.
I've got one of these, so I know all about it, but
so
tell us how you use this one.
Universal Audio 6176. So this is a preamp combined with the 1176 compressor. So apologize for all my wiring beauty. So it's very professional. So I use this for anything that is that needs fatness, or that is the main feature of my recording, say vocals. So this adds a little bit of that fatness. It's the same principle with the Focusrite in terms of dialing your gain. I normally make sure that they don't go past 0 on the preamp level. Otherwise they do get crunchy. Good for bass if that's what you want, some solid bass. But with vocals I tend to make sure they don't go past. Sometimes they go past, but not stay on the reds, even though your DAW says it's all good. Yeah. I use their EQs as well. They do come with shelves, and they're pretty good. I really like them. So for vocals, I use this first before I go to the Toft. Yeah.
I mean, a staple in my opinion. I know a lot of vocalists use this.
Yep. Yeah.
Adele, Coldplay.
Yeah.
I really like this on vocals and bass personally.
Yeah.
And I noticed, I think we spoke about this before. Is the working?
The light is not.
It was last time, wasn't it?
The jewel is not working.
Oh,
but it still works sound wise. So
beautiful.
Yeah, I loved it.
This is a really great piece of equipment. I highly recommend it. Now I don't know anything about Apogee. I know it's popular, but
yeah. So we use Apogees here in the studio. So the interface is Ensemble by Apogee, and then paired with the Rosetta 800. So they're connected to each other via ADAT.
Right.
So that creates 16 ints for
additional ints
for the console.
Right.
And so they're just connected via ADAT and then just word clock, so that there's no jitters and that sort of thing.
So this is basically giving you additional inputs with that?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is 8 inputs. This is 8 inputs. It's actually 4 preamps over here and 4 line ins.
Right.
But I disabled the mic pre so that we can use the Toft console.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah. So these are just patches. I had them patched for my compressors and stuff. But lately, because I also do mobile work, so I record artists wherever they want to record, like in a Marai. Recently, I went to Louis Eady, recorded some amazing string quartet.
Cool.
And so I have to grab gear from here, and so that's why you can see the studio. So a lot of wiring. That's for me to be able to come in and out really quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the one I talked to you about earlier on as well. The here.
Oh, sorry.
technology.
Before we go ahead, this is the Nutric NYS SPPL.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
patch base.
Okay. This one.
Here technology. This is what I use for headphones. For the live room. So they're just connected to the console on auxiliary 5 and 6, and that's where I do their headphone mix. And yeah, sounds
cool.
Sounds good. That's just a power supply for the console.
For the console.
Yeah, very much.
Beautiful. Hey, can you tell us a bit about your Mac or specs wise and RAM and?
This is I don't even know how old this is. This belongs to the studio from before I took over, and it comes with 4 gig of RAM, so they're not the fastest ones. It works
right.
for recording anyway. So that's part of the reason why I don't mix here. I do have a more powerful rig at home, so yeah, this is good for recording.
Just tracking.
Yeah.
Straight in. Okay, what's this?
Oh, so that is my DBX Drive Rack PX.
Yeah.
So that is basically connected to my console, to that one, and then to the monitor. So basically EQing my room a bit.
Right.
So I've learned to use this one because I used to work at SAE, and that's what they use in the studio. So bought one for myself, and works great. So basically I have one of these at home as well. So whatever I hear over here when I record is the same thing I hear at home. So there's consistency when I mix. So I know exactly what I'm getting when I'm recording.
And the Axiom, that plugged in for VSTs, I take it?
Yeah. So whenever we do need some synth goodness, we use this one just to control the software. We've used it on the last EP I recorded over here. Did some synths. There's a few artists who like to have some piano stuff recorded as well, so we use that one. We don't have a grand piano over here, so this is the best thing, next best thing. So yeah.
Do you recommend any, piano VSTs or anything like that you?
Oh, okay.
Use,
over here we just use the stock plugins from Pro Tools, so it's the Expand plugin. But when I go home, I do have native instruments.
Nice.
So basically, it comes up on my DAWs MIDI, and then just replace whatever program I have over here with a more superior one at home.
Cool.
So
do you use the transport stuff?
No, I don't. So I'm pretty good with my shortcuts and keyboard. So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, here's the mic locker.
So my microphone locker. So
Now I've got these 214. Really like them. I like them on vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you use them for? Other than
My signal path for vocals is this into your 6176.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.
And I like it.
I like this. I actually used this on vocals for the last EP, but I use them more for overheads.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing because they're pretty much the younger brother for the C414.
Which is double.
Yeah, and they sound great. I've used C414 before, and that's pretty good compared to C414. Well, C414 is a little bit more advanced, but they're pretty similar. Yeah, I use them for overheads or room mics. Yeah,
half the price. I haven't had the chance to listen to the 414, so
that's my because lately I've been into stereo pairs.
Okay.
I actually have another stereo pair coming in very soon. An Aston Spirit pair, thanks to Oceania, to Nigel.
Right.
So that's my Rode NT5 pair. Depends on the genre. I use them for overheads. I use them for acoustic guitars.
Just like what pattern?
Yeah.
XY. What do you?
On drums, I usually go for space pair. If budget is an issue, XY, I use XY just because it's easy and you just put it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, for acoustic guitar, normally I usually record acoustic guitar on top of other guitars, electric guitars and stuff. So I just use one.
Right. This AKG.
Yeah, AKG
Tube mic.
Perception. Yep, 820. Love it. I've used one of these from my SAE days and fell in love with it, and so I decided right away I'm gonna buy one. So I bought them from eBay for a really cheap price for a brand new microphone. So it's a tube mic. It's got different patterns, so you can go omni, cardioid.
It's handy.
Figure 8 and anything in between. It's got a pad. It's got high pass filter.
Yep.
So amazing for vocals. I find them really good for softer genres, especially because they're tube, so they tend to smoothen the transient a little bit. Yeah, love it.
I noticed the knob's stepped as well, so you can't go wrong. You can have
Yeah,
a
that's
preset.
right. Yeah.
Remember it.
So if
That's
you
good.
have to continue the next day,
Yeah,
you know,
that's great. I love stepped knobs, but way better.
They're
Cool.
pretty good.
There's a lot going on over here.
Yep. The standard pop filter.
Yeah.
I do have the Beta 52. Sure, Beta 52. This is for my kick drums. Paired with my sub kick. This
This is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love them. I've only used them on the EP but I'm gonna use them again. It's called Deep Kick. I bought it from eBay. Not a lot of people know about this brand, but they sound amazing.
I'm sure prices are going to go up after people watching this.
Yeah, that's right. They're cheap, but they sound amazing. So
Well,
not anymore now.
we were talking earlier about how sometimes you'll buy something,
Yeah,
and then if someone known starts using it, then
and
it
they
starts to skyrocket.
that's right.
So watch out for that one.
Yeah.
Buy it while you can.
So other microphones over here. I love Heil microphones. So this is a Heil PR35, I believe. This is a
Never heard of that brand. We're
it's amazing. So it's one of the people tend to go to this brand now for live sound because of their amazing feedback rejection. And this one is when I'm recording rock vocals.
Yeah.
This is it. This is my mic. They're really good because if you plug in them, it's like pre-EQ'd already.
okay.
Yeah. So they would stand in the mix right away with this one. Amazing feedback rejection for live.
That's good. Standard 57.
Standard 57 snare drum.
Yeah. Goes well
elec-
with anything.
Electric guitar.
I think Michael Jackson used it on his vocals.
Yeah. Love them.
You can really use. I find I always recommend if someone's starting out with microphones, just buy 10
That one
57s.
could never go wrong. I've seen people use them for vocals too. So
yeah,
this one's just a El Cheapo Wharfdale microphone. I used this before I had the console just for talkback. So now I don't use them.
Okay.
And this is my SM57 Granelli. So SM57, but L-shaped. So
that's very interesting.
Yeah. So if you're recording like a drum kit and it's all difficult because of all the cymbals and stuff.
Yeah.
That goes into the tiniest corners and.
So G5790, sure.
Yeah. So it's
wow,
a Granelli.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, they're amazing.
That's cool.
Obviously they're just a SM57 sound, but just the ability.
Yeah.
So these are both Heil PR30s. So this is.
You love those Heils.
Yeah, this is a 35. This is a 30. So
yeah.
I use them for. If you look at reviews, these are amazing for guitars.
Gotcha.
But I use them for toms. And so these are the next best thing for toms.
And are they slightly different, or just the color? Or?
Just the color.
Okay.
They ran out of one color, so they gave me another one. So yeah.
Do you know where these are made, or who designed
America. I can't remember which state, but it's
cool.
From the US. I bought them here, local though, from Nigel from Oceania.
Nice.
MD421. With my name on it. This is standard for toms as well, so I'm starting to replace this one with this one, but I bought them really for metal music for guitars,
right?
Because they're amazing paired with the SM57, so they work really well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but as soon as I get another one, that will be my standard for toms.
Any of these phantom powered, or are they all just straight? Yeah,
they're all dynamic
cool.
microphones. There's another one over here that's one of my favorite for
ribbon.
This is a ribbon mic, SE-VR1, and they're amazing on guitars. Most ribbon mics basically go down on the high end.
Yeah.
This one's full 20 hertz to 20k hertz.
Cool.
So you still get that full spectrum, but you know the ribbon quality smoothness. So
nice.
I use them for more smoother genres.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's the mic blocker, I think.
Yeah. Well, DI.
Yeah.
DB2. This is my DI for now, and they work well. I used them. I started using them because I used to work with Michelle from Rock Factory before, and she loves Pro. I tried them, I like them, so got a couple.
Is this part of an in-house kit?
Yeah, we don't use it anymore. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. Well, that covers the console room.
Yep.
Should we go check out the live room? Sure. Oh, this is fun. By the way, before we do, is this an integral part of the your sound?
Yeah, every recording has that one. The pink fan.
Come check out the live room.
Come on in.
Oh, hey guys.
So, welcome to the live room.
Hey man.
Hey, how are we doing?
We got some musos and having a bit of fun already.
Making a bit of noise.
Hi James.
Sorry, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, this is the live room.
This is the live room. It's not the biggest live room, but I do record drums, guitars over here. I've recorded a full band over here for demos. So yeah, they do fit.
Yeah, full band.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Nicely treated. This is a treated room.
Yeah, I think so. There's a few diffusers over here, some absorbers on the side. So it does have a sound. So you just need to learn how to deal with the sound and find the best place for things to record. So I usually go for vocals right over there, because if you listen to your voice over here, it's a little bit reverberant.
Yeah.
As soon as you go back a little bit, it cuts a little bit. So I position my microphone over here. Then this is the hearing technology we were talking about.
Right.
Headphones.
Straight in.
So yeah.
That's cool. And was this all treated before you came in? Or?
Yeah, this studio has been here for a while. They used to be called Amgar Studios, I think, and so basically it's somebody bought it and just left it as is.
Well, I mean, it's great. Like, I've been in here. I don't know how long now.
Jamming
I'm
along.
a blast,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. This is a really nice sound to the room. Like,
And
I've done a great job.
a footnote as well for people who usually record with me. I do bring my own gear over here, and they are free to use my gear. So, what James is using now is my amp.
That's phenomenal, man.
Oh, cool! Thanks.
How do you tell us about the sound?
It's an Igniter Renegade,
Mhm.
2x12 cab and a head. I think it's is it 50 watts? Yeah, so it's a 2-channel amp. Really love them. I used to have a what do you call that one?
Like a combo.
Combo. Sold it so that I can buy the head and
Seen
cap.
by the set. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So love it. This is my rig for performing live when I was still in the band. And yeah.
When you record guitars, what's your normal, like, would you just situate it here and chuck like an SM57 or something? Or do you have a...
Normally I'd go for over here.
Okay.
Because my theory is if you put your amp over here, microphone's pointing that way. This is the more absorbent part.
Sure. Okay.
And so I get less of a sound coming back from the walls. As
So you
opposed
just get the cabinet.
Yeah,
The cabinet next to the room.
as opposed to here. I just and depends on what vibe you really want.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
So very cool.
I'll let you guys keep talking about guitar stuff because I'm a keyboard player, but no, that's great.
Do you have a couple guitars that you like to keep, like, that live here, or?
I normally bring them home because
Yeah.
I'm a guitarist. So
No, it makes sense.
I
but-
play at home. So I have a Fender Tele and a Les Paul
Yeah.
standard. So
Mhm.
I've worked with engineers before who really might push you to use their gear and their equipment as well. Do you mind if people like use their own, bring in their own stuff?
not at all.
No.
As long as so my requirement is your guitar needs to be in tune and stays in tune. Yeah.
It's a pretty good requirement.
That's a very good
And I prefer to use tube amps.
Yeah.
Uh,
Same.
Although once the artist comes in and they bring their solid state amps, I am open to trying it.
Yeah.
And then I record them and then I have them listen on the control room and see what they think.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to do it. And
Yeah.
I think it's good to trust your producer or your engineer as well, because they...
Can you play a little bit of for us there, James, as to how that sounds? Nice.
Yeah, man.
You haven't even tried the clean yet.
Yeah.
No, I haven't even found that yet.
Yeah.
Show us that. What does that do?
So the clean channel would be this one somewhere. So you can I haven't adjusted it for you, but
Oh, that's nice.
so the beauty of this amp is it's got a tube mix over here.
Yeah.
So it actually comes with a set of 6L6 and EL34. So you can adjust whether you go to EL34 sort of Marshall sort of sound to 6L6 sort of Fender sound or anything in between.
Yeah.
And so that's why I like it.
What guitar are you using there, James? Is that
Oh,
one
this
that
is
you got
mine.
from?
Yeah, no, I brought this one along. This is a very old Les Paul that I managed to pick up
In
in
America?
LA when I was last there, which has been kind of played to high heaven, but I like it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played with this. It's quite heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of before they did the clever chambering.
The
that Gibson
chambering.
did, so, you know, it's alright.
Nice.
You just don't stand up for too long.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you've got a great little setup here, man.
Hey, what about the pedal board? There's quite a few happening there.
Yeah, so this is just a recent. I've had so many pedal boards in my years of playing guitars, and this is my recent analog because I have my Line 6 Helix as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my analog stuff. So this is my main. I had this one for years now. I've had this for years. So this is an Ice 9 overdrive, which is this overdrive part is kind of like it's got the vintage and modern bit. So the vintage is more of a tube screamer sort of sound flavor.
Yeah.
And then the modern bit it just makes it a little bit edgy. And this is sort of Joe Satriani's signature overdrive.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I love them. And then most of them I just bought recently. So.
Oh,
Do you find that artists quite like? I mean, if someone was to come in and record with you, would you give them like access to the Helix or to any of this sort of stuff? Do you have
Any of those?
Yeah,
It's part of the deal. Yeah, when you book me, you get my equipment
you
too.
get the toys.
Yeah.
So I've used it in the last EP I recorded over here. So
Yeah.
they use this one heaps.
Yeah. Right.
I have to look into that one.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm a big fan of Vox.
Mm.
What's this one?
It's
another drive?
SL Drive. So it's from Exotic company.
Yeah.
And this is more of a emulation of the Super Lead, Marshall Super Lead.
Right.
That's why it's SL.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the cool thing about this one is this actually switches internally, and you can switch it so you can get the super bass as well.
Mm.
So it's a super lead and a super bass.
Cool.
Yeah.
I notice you're a fan of the small footprint
Yeah.
pedals.
Yeah.
Have you seen them more?
Yes.
Or
I actually have one.
they've got the
Yeah.
world's smallest wire.
Yeah. I like them. I've used one of them before, but unfortunately it blew up on me.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I don't have them anymore. But I like the small footprint.
Yeah.
I used to have a massive pedalboard with a massive pedals, but
Yeah.
eventually, before I became an audio engineer, I got recorded,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized I suck because I was hiding behind all my pedals,
Right.
and so I stripped them away
Okay.
and went to a smaller one.
Okay.
Mm.
Ecoplex delay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Echoplex plugins. I haven't used the real thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is the pedal version for guitars, and they sound smooth, just like the analog gear.
Is it digital tape based?
No, this is actually analog.
Right.
So I really like them. Yeah, I haven't tried them here yet,
Mm-hmm.
but the trails are just so smooth,
Mm-hmm.
fat as well, because it's emulating the Echoplex. Yeah.
Nice. What's this one?
This is just a
Oh, is this
this one or this one?
this one?
That's the mini Spark. So it's the mini version of the Spark Boost from TC
Right.
Electronics,
Mm-hmm.
and I like them because they're quite transparent for me, and they drive. I like the sound of my guitar.
Yeah.
To my amp straight. So
Right.
this one will just push the amp.
Boost it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Boost it.
and I like that.
This is just for the delay.
Yep. Tap.
Cool. And
Tune.
every musician needs one of these.
Yep. Tuner.
Very important. Polytune.
Yeah, so when we do a recording, I always ask them to tune as often as they can.
Yeah.
Stay in tune. Some guitars don't stay in tune that much, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powered by the T-Rex.
yep. Clean power. So when I was a musician, I used to use the 9-volt daisy chain sort of thing,
Yeah. No.
and sometimes they do get those noise.
Yeah.
So this one helps with the noise.
Does it help with degrading signal if you've got lots of pedals chained, or?
I'm not quite sure, but it helps with the noise.
Yeah,
definitely. But in terms of degrading, it's more of a to me it's more of a true bypass versus buffered bypass
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of the true bypass. I'm not. I've used a lot of Boss pedals before, and I like them as well. So it all depends on the use.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice pedalboard.
Mm.
Hey, let's check out your. So we'll pan this way. Some of this stuff's not plugged in.
No. I actually this is actually my friend's amp.
Right.
It's a high watt. What is it? T40. So
Mm-hmm.
so I've just been jamming with a few friends. So this is old tube as well. I actually helped him buy this one because this is pretty cheap, but they sound amazing.
Right.
They're usually cleanish, but he usually uses his pedals for dirt.
Yeah.
So they take pedals really well. Those ones.
Very good. And your axes?
Uh,
Bass guitar.
there's only one. That's
Only one bass.
I only have one over here. So this is from the previous owner of the studio. I don't usually use them. They're not set up properly. So this is my one though. This is my Fender Tele.
Yep.
Um,
American, Mexican.
American Standard.
Right.
I didn't bring my Les Paul as well, so I bought my Tele and my Les Paul because they're pretty much staple for recording. Different flavors.
You get a bit of everything, right? You got a humbucker.
Yeah.
You've got like a single coil.
Yeah, absolutely. And so they're amazing for layering cleans as well because they're very articulate. The transient is just strong because of the single coils. I used to have the deluxe version of the Strats as well, and with their deluxe pickups. But this one comes with the custom shop pickups.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
they sound amazing, like the real sort of Tele that you hear on the country sort of scene.
Yeah. Country picking.
Yeah, I like it.
Very cool.
Oh, I think we've missed out this one. Strat.
Yeah.
Little Strat.
It's a Strat from the studio.
Yeah.
I haven't used that one, but it's there. I'm not quite sure
Hand
what
this
the
to the
specs
guitar
of
master.
that one.
What do you reckon?
Oh man,
Mexican.
that's cool though. One of my Mexican guitars is
Plug it in.
one of my favorites.
Yeah. Try it. It's probably not tuned.
That's right. Is that on standby?
Yep.
Can you take that for me? Oh, that's right. We'll make it.
Let's see how it goes. I haven't actually played that one over here. Does it work?
Can't tell you.
The gain's down.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
that sounds good.
Nice.
Missing a string, but otherwise.
Did not even notice.
Yeah.
Well, this is a great little live room.
Yeah.
It's not very little,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. And I like the jagged ceiling.
Yeah. So
Is there any favourite spots for drums?
normally I would position drummers right over here, and then just because I want to utilize the longer length, and I can put a room mic right over there. And what usually, because it's a small room, I usually compress the hell out of my room mics, and that gives it a big room feel. Depends on the genre. So if you want that wet sort of room feel, then I do that. So yeah.
Any other favourite tidbits in this room? Any unusual instruments you recorded in here?
Unusual, not here, because I've recorded other places as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember now, but there's like different sort of percussions that I've actually never encountered before.
Right.
Like those ones that are on an actual orchestra sort of thing. So one time I recorded a proper percussionist and brought all these bags of goodies. And I don't even know the names of this one. We have the big circle.
Like a timpani kind of thing? Like
Yeah,
big
it's a
drum?
big circle and it's got grains inside, and
Oh.
and he does this and it sounds like the waves of the sea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so that's pretty cool. That's the best thing.
Kind of like a glorified rain stick.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Rain
So as
stick.
opposed to going to the beach and recording the beach, it's just a good.
It's a seashell stick. I don't know. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, great live room. Very cool.
Yeah. Man.
That's pretty much the tour. And,
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, I'd like to thank my buddies as well.
Thanks for having
yeah,
me, man.
for coming
It's been
in.
a nice little
James and-
little afternoon.
Mars in the background.
Come
Yeah.
again.
We'll be back.
Cool. Hey, so that's the sound room for you.
Mm.
And
Cheers.
cool. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Karl, for
No
inviting
worries.
us into
Oh, come back
Soundcard
again.
Studios.
Anytime.
If you're in Auckland, be
Yes.
sure to get in touch with Karl.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is a great place that you have.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Come back.
Be sure to like and comment on this video and follow our links below. And thank you for watching.
Bye. See ya.